Alrighty, what's up gamers? Let's get this bread. Who cares about ERB ratings? Let's get into the A button mashing. Alright, let's go time trials as Luigi, standard bike, and let's go on Luigi's circuit. Alright, solo time trials. Alright, wait a second. This is Township, the first track in the Thunderbolt Cup. I gotta say, there's a lot of attention to detail. The theme, the castle theme, is amazing. There's some sharp turns, but those are fine. Whatever. There are plants and trees everywhere. Crystals. In fact, up ahead, there is a cave full of crystals, and somehow it still fits in. It still fits. I feel like this would be part of the castle somehow. There are lots of particles floating around that had to be placed by hand, and they just look amazing. There are the occasional enemy like that chain chomp or some Goombas that are ahead. They don't seem like much of a hindrance right now, but multiplayer makes things a lot more fun when dealing with those. My video quality also got a lot better, if you couldn't tell, and it's now in 720p, kind of. Here's a comparison with my last video with Aquania. It'll probably get better in the next video too, because I have a theory that I'm gonna try. I'm using frame capture right now. So, up ahead, it just never stops. The fun never stops. It's just always fun. You can go on an ice bridge or climb some mountains. It's just every turn there's something new, something unexpected, yet it fits so well. This track is also supposed to just be one lap, but I guess Mario Kart didn't realize that and put it as 3. It's about a minute and a half, well, almost 2 minutes, but I'd say this is a solid track and lots of effort was put in. And here we have our first remake out of way too many. Jeep Island looks a lot better than the Game Boy Advance version, but even this video looks better than that game, so that's not saying that much. The giant Cheeps in the background look like they have similar properties to the ones in the original, and jumping and swimming. They don't quite work the same way though, but that's just because the Wii is much more graphically powerful than the GBA, and it can render more sprites and models. The length seems to be about double the original, but the tracks in later games like this one seem to take longer anyways. And I haven't even mentioned the other things in the background. The clouds, the houses, and the palm trees, they all look really nice and cool. Alrighty, well, don't mind me just gonna jump off this bridge and transition into Cartwood Creek. This seems to be based on a tree farm, since that's really the only thing growing here besides grass. There are some strange walls like the one back there that don't seem natural or man-made, so aliens? The shortcut right up here. I find this really annoying as it takes up 2 mushrooms. You'd think it'd only take 1. Also, the chain chomp placement is suboptimal, but the rest of the enemies, like the piranha plants and Goombas, seem fine. This track is pretty short actually. I'd think it would be a bit longer for, you know, a decent track that has a lot of scenery, but I guess they focus more on that than the actual length. Alright, on to the last track. Sky Shrine is a cool temple-like racetrack that has a sort of jungle ruin aesthetic. I can't really recall what game sort of matches this style, but I'm guessing that there's some sort of dragon themed RPG that has this sort of feel. Most of this racetrack is just turns, but that's okay. Most are this shortcut. It's pretty cool. Nice Egyptian themed tablets or something. I don't know. Just look kind of cool. In the distance, you can see a bunch of castles and some dragons. And there are also some secret shortcuts for 200cc, which I'm not playing on right now because it's kind of hard to actually play the track on 200cc. But basically you can get on top of the platforms, which is pretty cool. The background elements really fit this theme and they go really well with it. It's supposed to be 2 laps long, but the problem from earlier. Now, on to the awards ceremony.